Hey guys, it's Quinn. It's been a slow weekend, so I figured with my extra time, I'd talk about some of the upcoming NFL free agents and where I think they're going to land. We'll get to these guys in a second. First, I wanted to talk about Darius Slay. He got released today, so he's not on this list. I honestly cannot tell you where he's going to go right now. Honestly, I can't tell you where any of these guys are going to go. But I will say I think it was stupid that he got released. They're saving like $4 million, and they just won a Super Bowl. He was a key part of that. So I don't get him being released. We'll have to see, I guess, who signs him, but it's ridiculous. Back to these guys now. Some of these guys have already been tagged, or yeah, Trey Smith, T Higgins. So I'm gonna skip over those guys. Go straight into Milton Williams, who I have him going to the Commanders. Obviously, with I forget his name, but their defensive tackle requesting out. They're going to need somebody to come in and fill that gap. They have a ton of cap room. I think he could really fit in there. Ronnie Staley, I have going to the Texans. Hear me out. They're in desperation mode right now with how CJ played last year. I think they're going to get somebody there to try and bring rookie season Ronnie Staley back. Or not rookie season CJ back. And I think Ronnie Staley could go a long way with that, even though he's 31 years old and he's going to be a little bit pricey. Zach Bond, I have going to the Chargers. I can't tell you why, other than he just feels like a Charger to me. I can't. It's just vibes alone. I'm just some random guy in a room, alright? But Zach Bond, great player. He was amazing in the Super Bowl this past year. I'm kind of excited to see where he goes. Sam Darnold, this one's really interesting. I have him going to the Raiders, especially now that Stafford's staying in LA. I don't think it's going to work out for them. I don't think Sam Darnold's that good of a quarterback. He had Justin Jefferson. But we'll see. He also could go to like the Titans or something, but I think it's the Raiders for him. I am not going to try to pronounce this guy's name at all, but I have him going to the Titans because I gotta give Titans fans something, man. They ain't got nothing going for them, and I don't know enough about this guy to really put him anywhere else. Josh Sweat, I have him going to Atlanta because, as an Atlanta fan, we really, really need pass rushers. Atlanta is about $6 million over the cap right now, but there's a bunch of moves we can make for one splash signing, and I think Josh Sweat could be that this year. Chris Godwin, I have going to the Patriots. Reports came out today that there's a lot of interest there, and they really need a spark on offense. There's nobody there to help Drake May out at all, so Chris Godwin could be a big add for them. Carlton Davis, I have going to the Jets with them losing DJ Reed, filling that hole there. He's the top corner on their list. The Jets have a little bit of cap room to work with, and they don't have a quarterback, but there's no real quarterbacks in this class that you'd be confident with anyways, at least not as free agents. Unless you're counting Sam Darnold, but I don't think he goes to New York. Charvius, I can't say that name, but Ward, I have him going to the Bears. They have a lot of cap room. I think they could use a great corner outside Teron Johnson on the other side. He's getting up there in age, but I think it would be well worth the contract. DJ Reed, I have him going to the 49ers. There's as it mentions here, there's a coaching connection there. They have some cap to play with. That defense is already great. It could get even better with them. Amari Cooper, I have him going to the Jaguars, surprisingly. I think he would be a great guy to kind of mentor Brian Thomas a little bit. Not that he really needs it, but, an older guy to help the younger guy along, obviously. And none of their receiver signings have worked out. Christian Kirk did not work out. Gabe Davis obviously did not work out. So they're going to have to try again eventually, and I think Amari Cooper could be that guy. Drew Dalman, I have going to the Bears. They just have so much cap room. He's asking for like $20 million a year, and the Bears are one of the few teams I think that would be willing to pay that. As good as Drew Dalman is, I don't think he's actually worth that price tag at all. Byron Murphy, I have going to the Colts, just on vibes alone. They have a lot of cap room. They need to sign somebody. Dre Greenlaw, I have going to the Packers. They really don't have any linebackers outside of Quay Walker that you're really confident in. So I think he would be a big get for them. It would kind of be a trade-off because, the Niners signed Campbell after he was on the Packers. They would sign Greenlaw after he was on the Niners. Javon Holland, I have him going to the Panthers to help tie down that secondary, obviously with J.C. Horn in it. I think that's the identity they're going for, is they're going to have a really good secondary and apparently a really good quarterback if Bryce Young continues to play like he did the second half of last season. Nick Bolton, I have going to the Rams on vibes alone. He feels like he would fit well in what that defense likes to do a lot. No matter who the defensive coordinator is, going back, Raheem Morris, all those guys, they seem to like these fast linebackers. Nick Bolton's one of those, and he's great at what he does. Will Fries, I have no clue, honestly. I did not even write him down because I don't know what to do with him. Hassan Reddick, I have going to Cleveland with Myles Garrett demanding a trade. I think they're going to sign him to kind of be a Band-Aid because Cleveland's a mess right now, and the ship is very much burning and going down in flames. And Justin Fields, I just have him going back to Pittsburgh. I think he's their guy. I think Russell Wilson walks. I'm not quite sure where he goes, but I don't think he should be starting next year. Justin Fields 100% should be. He's going to be the guy for Pittsburgh, and that's 100% what I believe. If he is not, everyone in that building needs to be fired, and I'm not joking. That's as far as I ranked. None of these guys, honestly, I care enough about to sit here and talk about all night long. But, that's about the top 20 guys. With that, I